guys, Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum, fredmccoy.com. Sheila's behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great evening.
We're just making a couple of small videos on things that, once again, we have covered just about everything there is to cover in the feud that's been at debate or protest over the years. Now, you got to understand that all through the years, the McCoys have just let things go. I'm half Hatfield and half McCoy, but the McCoy part has just let things go. It's not worth arguing about. That's why a lot of the Hatfields and McCoys from back home in Pike County, where I was born and raised, that's why they didn't want to get involved with the Hatfield-McCoy feud history, the tourism years ago, because nobody's ever going to agree completely on the Hatfield-McCoy feud. Now, the Kentucky Hatfields and McCoys pretty much agree. It's the West Virginia Hatfields, the Devil Anse, the Hatfield gang bunch that has a problem accepting what a scoundrel he was, a desperado and a deserter, and all the things you've heard me say. But still yet, along the way, people have continued to try to build Devil Anse up as a hero and a legend. And he was a legend in his own mind, and in some people's mind, and some people just can't let go of that. But this is 2024, and this was just posted on a Facebook page. And all we're going to do is we're just going to start replying to stuff when we see it, or somebody sends us something. We're just going to reply to it. That way, at least the answer will be out there, the truth will be out there. People can accept it if they want. Usually, we post proof with what we say. We don't just write something in the history. We post proof. But this person here, I've done laid 2 or 3 pages away, so I'm not going over everything that they say. Okay. I'm not going to read all that, but it says here, feud patriarch Randall McCoy, his wife Sarah, daughter Rosanna, son Sam, and his wife Martha McCoy are buried in Deal Cemetery, among others, including Basil and Martha Hatfield. See, this person here doesn't know. They're trying to tell you who's buried up there on the Deal Cemetery where you can go see it. And they're advertising Basil and Martha Hatfield. That is not the Basil Hatfield that was the sheriff of Pike County. That is not the Basil Hatfield that hired and fired Frank Phillips as a Pike County deputy sheriff. Remember, after Basil Hatfield fired Frank Phillips, the governor appointed him as a Kentucky State police officer, more or less. Kentucky State law enforcement powers. But they quote here, or they mark down in this paper that they got on there, that Basil and Martha Hatfield's buried there also. It's not the Basil Hatfield that was the sheriff. Sheila and I done videos on that. We done 3 videos. And they knew this when they put that sign up there on Basil Hatfield. They just wanted to, they figured that, well, or at least that's my opinion. They figured that, well, we've got the rest of them here, let's advertise Basil. And there is a Basil Hatfield buried there.
That's right.
But it was the regular, the true Basil, the real Basil, the Sheriff Basil. It was his nephew that's buried up there, not him. So, tourism once again. Let's put the buck above history. Deals organizer of the 39th Mounted Infantry. We're talking about John Deals here. Okay. He was the 39th Mounted Infantry for the Union in Confederate territory. And William Anderson, they're talking about how John Deals and William Anderson Hatfield didn't get along. Now let's listen, let's see why. And William Devil Anse Hatfield were enemies from the start, as Hatfield was the lieutenant of the Virginia State Group. Anse was also a key member of the Logan Wildcats guerrilla group. In 1863, after Anse helped speculate and accused Deals of improper financing deals, such as selling goods captured from Confederates for personal use, Deals formed a militia to battle Anse's Wildcats, and would be the guardian of 2 boys who played pivotal roles in the Hatfield-McCoy feud, lawyer Perry Klein and Jacob Klein. Guys, I don't know where to start. Devil Anse deserted in February of '63. He come home out of embarrassment and tells everybody that he belongs to the Logan Wildcats. At that time, the Logan Wildcats, the 36th. Yeah. Now we're talking about the 39th. This is the 39th Union. This is the Union 39th that John Dills. He was a Union officer.
Okay.
The 36th was a Confederate group, Virginia group, infantry. That's the Logan Wildcats. That's the real men. Devil Anse come home and he's hearing about these Logan Wildcats, how mean they are and how tough they are and how good they fight. He deserted, comes home and tells his neighbors and everybody, we're with the Logan Wildcats. Now remember, when he deserted, he took 13 to as many as 16 others with him. Family and friends, they deserted together.
Yeah.
So he comes back and tells them he's in the Logan Wildcats, 1863. But it says here in 1863, Devil Anse helped speculate and accuse Dills of improper financial dealings, such as selling goods captured from Confederates. Who was stealing from the Confederates and the Union? Who was stealing from anybody? Who was the Jesse James of the Pond Creek, Matewan, Blackberry area? Nobody else but Devil Anse and the Hatfield gang. Just like Jesse James and the James gang, or Cole Younger and the Younger gang. He was a criminal, guys, but yet it says here that he asked for an investigation, more or less. He accused John Dills of improper financial dealings. He's a Confederate soldier who's deserted, and he's supposed to be in Pikeville, accusing John Dills, a Union officer, of improper spending, financial spending. Guys, if you believe stuff like this when they write this, I swear I don't want to insult people, but I hope people are smarter than to believe things. I hope you read into things when you read that Devil Anse was everything, but he did everything but fly like Superman. Devil Anse did it all. He was a deserter, a coward, and hid. But man, everything that he was a financial officer, he was a FBI agent, he's a CIA, he was a surveyor. He couldn't read or write, but he surveyed his own property. No wonder he was always in court. He was in court because he stole property. He tried to act like he surveyed it so he could. I'm hearing her. You guys hear her?
Oink.
Dills formed a militia to battle Anse's Wildcats. Anse's Wildcats. Anse had no Wildcats. Anse had the Hatfield gang. That's what Anse had. And became the guardian of Perry and Klein and Jacob Klein. These two orphan boys were raised by Dills' adopted father. They would grow up to loathe the Hatfields. The hatred began after their father's land was awarded to Devil Anse after the Civil War. Klein was instrumental in convincing then Kentucky governor to intervene at the apprehension of the Hatfields years later. The land was awarded to Devil Anse Hatfield. Here's that lawsuit again, guys. That famous imaginary lawsuit between Devil Anse and Perry Klein, or Perry Klein and Devil Anse. We've heard it both ways. We've heard Devil Anse stole property from Perry Klein or stole timber and Perry Klein sued him. We've heard Devil Anse sued Perry Klein. Guess what? Neither one of them ever sued each other. Neither one of them ever sued each other. It's make-believe. Never happened. You know, Sheila and I's got a list of things over there that we go over once ever so often, and that's at the top of the list, along with the receipt for Randall McCoy's monument. Speaking of Randall McCoy's monument.
Randall McCoy's or Devil Anse?
I'm sorry. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Thanks for keeping me straight. We may just make a separate video on that one.
Yeah.
If you want. We've got some news on Devil Anse's monument, but we'll make another video on that. Randall McCoy, his daughter Rosanna, and his son Sam are buried at Dills Cemetery and are most famous for their efforts which fanned the flame of the infamous feud. This person here don't even know that Sam McCoy is Randall McCoy's son. This is Sam and Martha McCoy, Randall's son and daughter-in-law. That's buried on Dills. This is not squirrel hunting Sam.
Exactly.
This is not squirrel hunting Sam. And then he says that, or she, ever who wrote it, buried at Deal Cemetery and are most famous for their efforts that fanned the flame. Fanned it. A man kills 6 of your children, burns your house, beats the shit out of your wife, and you want justice, and you try to get warrants served, indictment warrants, and it's fanning the fire. It's Randall McCoy's fault. I wish he wouldn't have been so rough on Devil Anse. Devil Anse just killed some of his kids. What was the big deal? That's the most incredible thing. If you people that support Devil Anse, if you knew how stupid, I don't care, Sheila, if you knew, okay, if you knew how nonsense that sounds for people like that, if you've got half of a brain, if you're as smart as Cotton Top, and you believe these stories, or you write this stuff and say, Randall McCoy fueled the flame by wanting justice. Fueled the fire. He's trying to get justice. He didn't go burn Devil Anse out. Beat his people up. Still, when they was captive, he didn't take prisoners from them. Everything Devil Anse done that was bad, they act like was good. Everything Randall McCoy done that was good, they act like was bad.
Yeah.
It's about like today's society. I don't know what sex they are. I see you. Oh, we're getting close to time.
Yep.
We're going to close this one out, guys.
Yep, start a new chapter.
Catch you on the next one.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great evening. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.